bit about what you saw in today's scrimmage.
I mean, anytime you scrimmage, you see good things and bad things. And I think, again, the most important thing for this team is they play a lot of reps. This is the most plays we've probably ever gotten in a scrimmage since I've been here. And I thought our defensive line was very active. I thought our secondary made some nice breaks on the ball. Again, we got to clean up the tackling in the back end. We just got to get guys on the ground. And some guys did it and some guys didn't. And the guys that tackle back there are going to be the guys that play. I did not think the offensive line played as well today as last week, but I still thought that some of our skilled guys did a nice job of making people miss, and that's the catch-22. As at times there were some good moves by the offensive guys, and combined with maybe not good tackling, but good back and forth.
Can you estimate roughly how many plays you ran today? I mean, just ballpark it.
I don't know. We're probably close in the 150s,
Okay.
which is that's probably 50 plays more than normal. We got a lot of football plays in today.
You mentioned some positives. Negatives were so many flags on the offense today. Was that frustrating?
Well, no. I mean, during the week we don't have officials here, and so when we get them, I tell them to call it close.
Okay.
I said if it's borderline, I want it. Any bad habits that we're developing, I want to get corrected, and I encourage those guys to call things that are even close to the edge, just so we don't develop bad habits. So that's. Is it frustrating? Yes, a little bit of that is by design, just because I don't want the bad habits that we're developing to show up, next year when they're keeping score.
So more of a teaching type moment. I mean, you can show these guys what they've been maybe sliding by during the week.
In practice we don't have officials here, and as you're coaching your guys and trying to make sure that they're doing the right assignment, using the right technique. At times in a drill, if there's a hold, you just coach the next play and get the next rep ready. And again, I told the officials that I wanted it called very tight today. That any bad habits that we're developing, we want to nip them in the bud. And now you have film to teach off of, and hopefully get better.
Coach, you could talk about the defense real quick on the number of big plays that they made today.
Our defensive front really played well today. Chris Jones is a very good football player. I thought Kevin Alvarado looked very active. Ted Ouellette is having a great spring football for us. He's really starting to turn himself into a good football player. I really like our linebackers. I think Dwayne Woods and Paul Swan are having very good springs. And both Keith Morgan and Boo Boo Gates are playing very well at that outside linebacker position. And the great thing in the back end is we have competition. So if a guy comes down out of control, misses a tackle, another guy's in there. And that was the point we made after practice. The guys in the back end who get things on the ground are the guys that are going to play.
Montgomery had to be taken off on the cart. Do you know anything?
We think it's just an ankle sprain.
Okay.
So that they went in and got a picture of it real quick, and does not appear to be a fracture, and it's probably a day-to-day deal.
Have you set the parameters for your spring game, Dave, or do you know in terms of how you'll divide the team up and things like that?
Yeah, we're not going to do a draft. We'll have an orange team and a white team, and the one team will be the first offense and the second defense, and the other team will be the first defense and the second offense. And I just think it's important, especially in the O-line, that we develop cohesion. That we want guys playing with guys they're going to play with next season. And sometimes if you get those drafts, you get some mismatches that the whole scrimmage, it doesn't let the rest of the team function. So we're going to go with an orange and white game.
Will you have kickers and active special teams as well?
Yeah, to some degree. We'll have a certain amount of kicks that we want to get in, and once we get that number, we'll just swing it back and forth.
And then play it as a 60-minute game, or will you just
probably
play?
30 minutes of normal time, probably 30 minutes of running time.
Okay.
So probably about close to 3/4 of a game.
Right.
Any conventional scoring or
conventional scoring?
Okay.
Yep.
Rewards for the winning team?
Well, we have a whole Falcon fight going on this winter, and so there's a whole point system that guys are broken into teams, and they're fighting for the good dinner at the end of the year. So the spring game is certainly part of it.
You set?
I'm set.